Lucid Motors, ticker symbol LCID, is up over 80% over the past month. Plus, the news just got a lot better today. I have a bunch of stuff to share from you from Lucid Motors in this video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the Tip Ranks YouTube channel. I'm Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. We're going to talk about Lucid Motors. They just announced earnings. Plus, it was just announced that they are the 2022 Motor Trend Car of the Year, which is absolutely fantastic for them. And on top of that, they're up over 82% over the past month. So we're going to talk about earnings first for Lucid Motors. But before we talk about that, let's jump in. Let's dig into the charts. Let's talk about the market cap. We'll talk about how far they were up today. They were up 2% today, trading almost at $45 per share. They're pretty close to that $65 high set not that long ago. But look at the market cap here. They have a $72 billion market cap. You can see based on this chart here that Lucid is up almost 100% over the past 3 months. Absolutely booming since its IPO when it was trading right around $20 per share. They IPO'd, switched over from CCIV. They were a SPAC over to LCID back in July, and they've done tremendously well since then. But I want to hear from you down in the comments, okay? We're going to look at the analysts here in a little bit after we go over earnings, but I want to know, where do you think Lucid falls from an analyst perspective? Do you think they're super favorable, super bearish, super bullish? What do you think the upside or downside is? I want to hear from you down in the comments before we look at that. But let's cover earnings first. So at one point, shares of Lucid were up 5% during after hours trading. They've leveled off a little bit since then, up about 1.5% as of recording this video. They did report a net loss of $524.4 million in the third quarter and reported a loss of $1.5 billion through the first 9 months of the year. Don't let that scare you too much. They're building up their production. They're just ramping up. They're just starting production of the Air Dream Edition. So don't let those huge losses worry you too much. The company did announce during its earnings call that they have 17,000 reservations for its Lucid Air sedan, up from 13,000 through the third quarter. The reservations through September represented an order book of $1.3 billion, the company said. Lucid also confirmed its 20,000 vehicle production target for next year, but said hurdles remain for achieving those plans. CEO Peter Rawlinson, who famously designed the Model S for Tesla, said, "We remain confident in our ability to achieve 20,000 units in 2022. This target is not without risk given ongoing challenges facing the automotive industry with global disruptions to supply chains and logistics." Rawlinson said the automaker was taking steps to mitigate supply chain hurdles and still planned to launch its less expensive versions of Lucid Air through 2022. Lucid CFO Sherry House stated that the automaker's revenue in the third quarter was $232,000, largely from a battery deal with the Formula E Electric Racing League. Let me know what you think about these earnings, guys. Let me know down in the comments whether you think these big losses are a big problem right now, or if you agree with me that you shouldn't worry too much about it at this stage of Lucid's production. Do you think they can sell those 20,000 vehicles next year, or do you think they're going to hit more constraints than they imagine? I don't know. The supply constraints don't seem to be mitigating themselves anytime soon, but Tesla continues to hit some targets, so I'm impressed by them for sure. But regarding Lucid and Tesla, for instance, the Lucid Air has a 520-mile range, which is absolutely fantastic. It's number one out of all the EV sedans out there on the market, which is absolutely fantastic. And that is one of the reasons the 2022 Lucid Air is the Motor Trend Car of the Year. Absolutely fantastic. This was just announced today. This is a coveted award in the automotive industry. It marks the first time that the initial product from a new automotive company has received the award, according to the publication. In total, Lucid says it plans to deliver 520 customer-configured Lucid Air Dream Editions. The Dream Edition is a $169,000 special edition of its flagship sedan with an industry-leading range of up to 520 miles, according to the EPA. Pricing for an entry-level version of the car, the Lucid Air sedan, starts at $77,400 before an up to $7,500 federal tax credit for plug-in vehicles. All right, I want to take a quick gauge of where you guys are at in the EV space, because there's been a ton of companies in the EV space to go public via SPACs. Is this your favorite one? Is Lucid Motors your favorite one, or is it Nikola, or Lordstown Motors, or Canoo, or ChargePoint, or on and on and on? There's so many options in the EV space right now of companies that have gone public. I mean, just amazing options. So let me know which one your favorite is in the comments down below. So let's move on. Let's talk about what the analysts have to say about Lucid Motors. I hope you guys gave me some price predictions, because I'm about to give you the goods right here. Lucid has a moderate buy based on 3 analyst ratings, 2 buys, 1 sell, with an average downside now of 26% roughly. But the latest price target here is actually 6 days ago and has a roughly 34% upside. And I actually think that may be more likely based on the tremendous appetite for these EV stocks right now in the stock market. And even though Lucid has a 70-some billion dollar market cap, $72.61 billion market cap, I really think that they do have some potential down the road. I think they have a beautiful vehicle. When I first saw them, I didn't like the outside of them super well, but the inside is just beautiful. It's fantastic. It's meticulous. And after they said, look, we can get 500 miles on a charge, I was like, no way. There's no way that's going to happen. And the EPA tested it, and it's 520 miles. Absolutely fantastic range. Peter Rollison is super passionate about this product. And again, he was one of the main engineers behind the Model S at Tesla. So he knows what he's doing and he knows what he's talking about. And there's a lot of big investors, hedge funds, entire countries behind Lucid Motors. So I think Lucid Motors will do very well in the future. But please, let me know. Let me know if you love this news about Lucid Motors getting the Motor Trend Car of the Year. Let me know if you love the news about their earnings. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. As always, if you learned something new or found any value in this video at all, let me know by hitting that like button and that subscribe button down below. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend this past weekend. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.